What is going on, guys and girls? It is GhostRobo, and today I want to talk to you all about the best game I played at E3. Now, later this week, I'll be doing my full E3 2013 awards, crowning stuff like Best Visuals, Biggest Disappointment, Best Surprise Game of the Show, but right now, I want to focus on my favorite hands-on experience at all of E3, which is Super Mario 3D World. Yes, there are plenty of beautiful PlayStation 4 titles, plenty of exciting Xbox One titles, a lot of cool stuff for PC, Vita, all the other platforms, but man, the tried and true Nintendo formula won me over pretty darn hardcore this time. It is just like butter on popcorn, delicious and smooth and perfect every single time, and I don't know what they do. I mean, some people regard Nintendo as kind of crazy. They make the same games over and over again. They recycle the same characters. There hasn't been a true new IP since Pikmin back on GameCube, but lo and behold, this new Mario game is just incredible. I didn't want to leave the demo station. There were a number of levels in the demo. I played through all of them. It was so much fun, and it's the game that I am most mechanically looking forward to getting my hands on, because it honestly was just that much fun to control. And I don't think it's hyperbole to say that it is another stellar Mario title. And while I was kind of disappointed, I wanted a true successor to 64 Sunshine Galaxy, something with a big open world, a magic castle, paintings to jump into, planets or villages. This isn't that. This is along the lines of the 3DS game, which is a fantastic Mario title, but it mixes kind of the 2D with the 3D, in the structure of levels, as opposed to more of a hub world or whatnot. But nonetheless, what is actually there is incredible. And I want to really make sure that I get across the point that these games look amazing. I don't know if it comes across on YouTube or if it comes across in the footage you've seen, but this new slate of Wii U games, Mario Kart 8, the new Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, this Super Mario 3D World, they look freaking stellar. They are definitely a step above most Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 games. And I think it's a little bit tricky because it's got that cartoony feel. It's almost Pixar-esque or something just squishy and cuddly. And so it's not like, oh my God, look at that girl's eyeballs. They pierce into my heart and make me fall in love. But it is really, really, really pretty. It's colorful. It's vibrant. It bounces off the screen at you. And the characters bounce around too. 4 dudes this time, Mario, Peach, Toad, and Luigi, all got their own little nuances. And the first time that a 3D Mario has co-op, which I think could be a cool introduction. I played it by myself, of course, and I really loved what I saw there. Of course, sticking to what they know, right? It's still Mario. You're still bouncing Goombas and trying to get to the flag, but there are some new inclusions. These teleportation cubes. There are the clear pipes, which they were really big on, these clear pipes being like this amazing innovation. I don't know if it's an incredible new step in the right direction, but it is pretty darn cool to go through the pipes and change direction and see all the fun characters from Mario World, Super Mario World on SNES, attacking you, and just really it feels nice. It feels like they are kind of mixing everything together from a lot of the past 3D and 2D Marios into this pretty little package, which was basically what Super Mario 3D Land on 3DS was, albeit this time it's on the big screen with even prettier visuals, co-op, and multiple characters. Even a boss fight, which I thought was more well done than most. The typical Mario boss fight involves a circular arena with an enemy that shoots either rocks or fireballs or runs at you, and then you either bop it in the head, bop it in the butt, or spin it around and try to throw it out of your way. This boss fight was a little more dynamic. You could tell they were trying to incorporate some new ideas, some new thoughts. Sure, it's not, pull out the guns and duke it out third-person shooter style, but it definitely felt new and fresh. And the cat suit. The cat suit. It's adorable. I don't know what else to say about it. It feels a little weird when you're controlling Peach in this little cat suit, jumping and clawing around, but it's freaking awesome. The pounce attack is really cool, and it allows you to navigate the environments in a pretty freeform way. You'll notice in the first level I played, you were climbing up the side of walls, and it allowed you to kind of skip a lot of the Mario goodness. I tried my best to experience all of it, and I'm a little bit interested to see how they decide to utilize that. It feels kind of like a win button where you could just I'm going to climb my way to the top of the level. And I'm sure I played early things from the game, so who knows how complex it gets. And that's my biggest worry / excitement / hope for this title, is that they really just pour on the complexity, pour on the difficulty. The second half of Super Mario 3D Land, that handheld game, was very, I thought, good, tuned just in the right way. But the early stages were basic arithmetic. I ran through them and breezed through them without a moment lost. And I don't really want to spend half of this game just flying through and feeling like I'm, playing with training wheels on. I really would like to see a difficulty spike. And I don't know that that's going to come to fruition because, again, with these Mario titles, they try to target a pretty broad audience, really paint the whole spectrum of their audience members. But I do think that Nintendo is back in a good groove. I haven't spoken much on them. We've been focused a lot on PlayStation 4 and on Xbox One. And, for the most part, this game is Mario, so I don't have tons to say on it. It controls beautifully. The visuals speak for themselves. The gameplay speaks for itself. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to play it later this fall. But Nintendo as a whole, I think, is stepping in the right direction. Like I said, these games look gorgeous. I think they're going to really step up the visual caliber of their titles towards the end of 2013, and I think if you look at Pikmin 3, The Wonderful 101, Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, that's a pretty good slew of titles, and then you bring in sort of the nostalgia factor with the Wind Waker HD remake, which looks really good, and if you haven't played that game, it's one of the better Zelda games that's been released over the last, 20 years or whatnot, 25 years. I think they have a good lineup that could really pull some weight around, especially if they mix in a price drop along the way. They've said right now they're not dropping the price, and you can't really announce a price drop ahead of time because then people will be like, I'm not going to buy the system. But I would definitely put my money on them bumping down the retail cost of a Wii U before the launch of the next-gen stuff. And if you're looking at, say, a $250 box for the Wii U compared to a $400 PS4, compared to a $500 Xbox One, I think they could definitely move some units. And I think that they have a very strong caliber of titles coming out this fall that are all going to garner very high scores from both reviewers and from the public. Again, those 4 games, Super Mario 3D World, Pikmin 3, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Zelda, Wind Waker, those are kind of their premier ones, are all going to be very good, received very well, and should score, I would guess, in the 8 or 9 range across the board. The Donkey Kong game is also awesome. I think I have some footage of that I might put up if you guys seem interested, but this is Mario 3D World. It is not what I had wanted, not what I had hoped for, but nonetheless, it blew me away with its fun, just purity, right? It's a pure game for gamers, and yeah, it's got all the Nintendo callbacks, and it could be seen as repetitive, but it feels fresh enough that I'm going to really enjoy playing through it. I don't mind playing a great Mario game once a year. If they're going to give me a cool, fresh take on the Super Mario format once a year, I would love that. Do I still want an epic 3D Mario that is the true successor to Galaxy? Abso-freaking-lutely, but right now I'm very happy with this. It looks gorgeous, it's a ton of fun, and I think it has a chance to be a very good couch co-op game that is something many people clamor for and don't get on anything but Nintendo platforms. Interesting side note, none of the games I saw were really utilizing the gamepad, which I thought was super weird, because that's sort of their touted and best, biggest, newest feature is that, hey, we have this gamepad double screen stuff, and at least what I saw, Mario wasn't using it and Donkey Kong wasn't using it. Wind Waker had your item screen, which I guess is okay. Pikmin was doing some more things with it, but I was surprised that Mario Kart has a horn. Mario Kart has a freaking steering wheel horn, which is really odd. But I don't know. I thought Nintendo would be integrating it more. Maybe they're moving away from that as they see it's kind of tricky to implement and people don't really fall head over heels for it. Regardless, strong games, strong visuals. Price drop, this could be the perfect storm to get Wii U back on track, and I would very much say that I think Nintendo could run away with the holiday season unless Xbox One and PS4 can get some major launch titles going. Killzone will be good, Dead Rising 3 will be good, but what else do they have? You're looking at a really, really strong Wii U lineup and a great 3DS lineup with the new Zelda, a new Mario RPG, a lot of stuff coming the second half of 2013. Nintendo could be printing money very soon once again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you did, and let me know if you're excited for that E3 Awards video and what you think of this new Mario game. Until that time, though, guys, have a fantastic day. Drink some hot chocolate. We will see you all later.